Hey everybody! Before we head into match 3 of this league, or at least before you do, because I already played it, it was fantastic and also absolutely terrible. I just wanted to give everyone a heads up that you should not watch this match in real time. Please click that gear at the bottom of the screen, click ×2, at least once the game stalls, because it will stall, and I promise you, you won't want to watch Drago for roughly 46 minutes, I believe I calculated at the end. So do yourself a favor, watch the first bit until it slows down, absolutely fine. Watch it real time, ×1 speed. Once the game slows down, please speed it up for yourself, otherwise you're probably going to have a bad time. I practically had a bad time. Anyways, without further ado, let's head into the match. Alright, we are on the play here in match 3 of this league with Rug Delver. That looks like a nice keep. It could be nicer. We could have a lightning bolt. As is, I'm pretty sure it's Island Delver Go. Well, Misty Fetch Island Delver Go, but it's all the same. Blood Crypt for the opponent. Could be a lot of decks. Lightning Bolt, pretty well to be expected there. I think we slam 3/4 Tarmogoyf. I feel like we slam 3/4 Tarmogoyf. I'm trying to figure out if Delver hold up Stubborn Denial and Thought Scour is at all a good idea, but I don't really see it. There's an argument that you could protect the Tarmogoyf, but we could just protect Mandrill's next turn. So let's grab a Stomping Ground and put this guy out there. Now if we're expecting Jund, maybe we do want to be a little more careful about that, because I'm not sure we can get 4 cards plus Goyf into the bin before we go for Mandrills, which means we might not be able to have Mandrills plus Denial next turn. So Liliana of the Veil could be a bit of a problem. Looks like that's not a thing. We are playing against Scapeshift Splashing Black for better removal. Delver or Thought Scour into Mandrills. We're going to swing here. They're going to chump, sack. Do a little bit of a song and dance with the opponent. I would like to grow that Tarmogoyf sometime soon, so that we could have Stubborn Denial online. I kind of just want to slam Mandrills right now. This is Bring to Light Scapeshift, it looks like. I think we're going to go for the Scour play. We hit Visions. We milled nothing to grow Goyf, which is fine. And now we're just going to slam this guy. They have Creature Instant Land, so we basically only need to be concerned with Traverse. Land or Creature? Probably Land we want to keep in there. Pretty good chance that Creature makes its way back to the bin. I think it's Bring to Light Scapeshift. Another Tri-Builder is certainly annoying. I want to play this out. Not only because we have tons of graveyard synergies. The fact that this is going to grow the Goyf is kind of moot. I want to know if we have a blue source on top, and we don't. We have a Snapcaster Mage. That makes me not want a Visions. If I knew we had a blue source on top, I would Visions, draw the blue source, play the blue source, and then we could have fun with Denial, as is. Fun time with Denial is off the table. We get a Snapcaster Mage, which is something. It's probably not great. They're going to go to 13. Sakura Tri-Builder doing a lot of good stuff for the opponent here, making that Tarmogoyf look really silly. Primeval Titan also poised to make us look pretty silly here. If they go land and then slam a Primeval Titan, do we have recourse? They can't Scapeshift us unless they go search for Temur Scapeshift, which I think we do probably want to play around. There's also an Hour of Promise that we could counter with the denial, so I don't think I want to play Delver or Visions. I think right here it's hope they don't have Prime Time. We draw Snapcaster Mage, that's pretty moot. We might flash it in if they have basically nothing. Or if they do have Prime Time. Three mana? Is it search for tomorrow? Are they still tapping? It's search for tomorrow. Do we want to counter that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They didn't make their land drop, so maybe they just don't have the 6th land. We also have a lot of blue cards stranded in our hand, so I think I'm actually going to do this. They do have the 6th land. Cinderglade. Possibly another search for tomorrow. A Maelstrom Pulse. That's interesting. That's a reason to splash black. What do we got? Traverse the Ulvenwald. We can get our other blue source so we can Snap Denial, but Snap Denial is not doing anything just yet. We definitely attack. That's easy mode. And I think I want to traverse, get a blue source. It's an island. Oh, maybe it isn't an island. I don't really want to take damage. I think it's just the basic island. Double red doesn't seem very relevant here. We're going to play the island. We're going to Visions. And we have a Lightning Bolt, which isn't that bad. Throw that on top. Play Delver of Secrets. And if they don't have it now, we might be able to Snap Denial. Anger, sure. Anger plus Bolt? No. That's alright. That is a-okay. We're going to get in for 4. And hopefully Snap Denial is going to be enough. If they Prime Time here, we probably just end step Bolt, untap, Snap Bolt. So I think we're okay with that. Scapeshift, we're going to need to counter. If they have Remand and Scapeshift, we are very dead. Here, I don't want to do anything, I don't think. I believe I just want to attack. Do I want to bolt them? Puts down the Snap Denial shield, but what do they have? Double Bolt? In which case, Bolt, Snap, Bolt still does it? I'm going to do that. I don't believe there's a way we get punished for this, so I think we just go for it. Maybe if they go Quicken Scapeshift, that would be one for the ages. Remand, sure. They get to draw a card, that's not bad. Mana Leak means we could go Leak plus Bolt. That doesn't seem likely to be relevant, and it wasn't. Alright. So, Temur Scapeshift, Splashing Black, Maelstrom Pulse. I wonder if they're running Bloodbraid Elf as well. I have to imagine everybody just wants to play these cards right now, right? Basilisk Collar seems good for life gain, although they might be running a non-zero amount of Prime Time. I still think I like it. Click, Deprive, more Disruption. We want as many counters as we can. I'm going to go 2 Blood Moon, because earlier in this league I had 3, and I ended up with all 3 in my hand, and I was very sad. Against Titan Shift, I just run 2 because they don't interact with it very much. Against Rug, I usually run all 3 because of Cryptic Command. But if their main interaction is going to be Remand against it, I don't think we want the 3rd. Destructive Revelry, good against Prismatic Omen, but I don't really have reason to believe this version's on Prismatic Omen yet. We could see if MTG Goldfish has any information, but I imagine that's just not even close to accurate enough. I mean, think of all the rug whatever Scapeshift decks, and then how many does MTG Goldfish actually have? Like 4 listed, probably? That doesn't seem likely to give us anything sound. Sweepers I don't want, Artifact Hate I don't want, Spreading Seas doesn't seem great against them. Rejection bad, Huntmaster's probably too slow, even though they are a bit of a control deck. Dismember and Roast gonna come out. I think we can cut a non-zero amount of bolts. Spell Snare looks great, I want all my disruption. Curious Obsession gonna stay. Forked Bolt is debatably better than Bolt, just because it can nab Tribelder and do one to the face, but when Bolt is actually going to the face, it's much better. So I think Forked Bolt is still the first cut. Do I want to cut Knuckleblade? It doesn't seem that good. I think I want to keep Snapcaster Mage. I'm definitely boarding differently than I did in the first match against Rug Scapeshift this league. Against Titan Shift, I don't take out Nux. I kind of want to. I'm not entirely sure why. I think I want Snapcaster Mage instead. I'm going to do that. Give that a go. Switch Nux for Click? That seems okay. This hand also seems okay, thanks to Traverse the Ulvenwald. Although I would much rather Spell Snare for our turn 1. We're probably just going to have to Traverse. I wonder if we can afford not to. That seems pretty aggressive. Well, there you go. Play the Wooded Foothills out. And we might just end up getting a Steam Vents if we need it. Otherwise, maybe we get a Stomping Ground tapped. I also want that Blood Moon to be good. Don't need to play Basilisk Collar yet. They shocked for nothing. What did they hold up? Bolt? Probably Bolt for Delver. We're going to crack this, and it's probably just Stomping Ground. That way we can traverse without cracking the Misty. I don't really want to Goyf just yet. Definitely not until it's Bolt Proof. That's an easy one. And they're also representing quite a bit of stuff. We're going to grab an island here, I think. No, we want a forest. Misty's gonna get the island if we need to Spell Snare. Don't want to end up with 2 islands, no forest. That sounds like a bad time. Well, the opponent's not doing anything yet, but I am at least somewhat scared, and it looks like they're playing around Blood Moon. Good for them. Do I want to get my island yet? Probably not. I think we draw. Steam Vents. Not the best thing we could get. Do we just slam a Tarmogoyf? I think we just slam a Tarmogoyf. Do we slam it with the forest? They already know about the forest. Not a lot of reason not to slam it with the forest. The main thing to keep in mind about Blood Moon against Scapeshift decks is you're not looking to cut them off of their mana entirely. You just want to turn Valakut off. Mana Leak, Remand, Remand. Do we want to snare that? I think we do. Getting Goyf on the table seems about as good as keeping Steve off the table. Steve as in Sakura Tribe Elder, for those who don't know. I'm not sure why people call it Steve. STE, I guess, Sakura Tribe Elder. Kind of like Bob for Dark Confidant. But Bob might be the person who designed it. Because Bob is one of those invitational design cards, whatever they were, like Snapcaster Mage is Tiago-chan. I'm pretty sure because someone named Tiago designed it. I think I want to attack here. I definitely want to attack. Getting the opponent to 0 life seems pretty promising. Snapcaster Mage in addition to Lightning Bolt, I guess? Could be. Could be. I don't mind that. Now, if we play Blood Moon, we're going to turn off our Deprive, which is certainly not great. Right now, I'm considering whether or not we should have played the Steam Vents, but we're doing it now. I think we're just going to play the Basilisk Collar and hold up Deprive. Keeping this Tarmogoyf on the board seems like a winning line, even though we could easily resolve Blood Moon. There's the Bolt. I think we want to interact with that, even though they have plenty of ways to deal with the Tarmogoyf. They don't have them in hand currently. We're just going to bounce the island we put down. No harm, no foul. We don't really need those land drops, chances are, so let's just do that. That's okay. We also could have bolted the Snapcaster Mage, which was probably the better line. Then again, that doesn't get the Bolt and the Snapcaster Mage, but it's still probably the better line. Mishra's Bauble. I like that. I do want to equip the collar onto the Goyf, but I'm going to be pretty sad if we do that and then they just push it. Granted, the only real other play we have is Blood Moon, which still doesn't look that great. If I wasn't expecting a Remand or something, I'd probably just play that. Let's see what we're going to draw. Do we have anything good to do later on? It's a Hooting Mandrill, so we don't actually mind too much if this Goyf dies. Let's attack without equipping the Basilisk Collar. We can do that later. The opponent's missing land drops. Red. The only thing we really care about is red mana right now. We're not going to pretend we have a Stubborn Denial. I'm going to see if Moon resolves. Maybe we're just going to get a counter out of their hand. Maybe it's going to turn off Scapeshift. I'm assuming they're on Scapeshift. Negate, sure. That's going to help something better resolve. Maybe we should have done that pre-combat to grow Goyf. That makes a good bit of sense. I'm often in the spells post-combat against blue deck mode, just because Cryptic Command. But in hindsight, going for it first there was probably better. They haven't dealt with the Goyf yet, so I'm going to try equipping it. If this connects, we're in an amazing spot. If it doesn't, we lost 2 mana. It connected. Do we even want to play Mandrills? We may as well. What if they have a sweeper? What are the chances they have a sweeper? They probably might. Probably might. That's a good way to stay on the fence. Just in case, we'll be patient. Flooded Grove, sure. They now have access to green mana, which I have a feeling they were without for a while. I wonder if that's the reason we're in as good a spot as we are. Well, we have a 6-7 lifelink or Death Touch. The Death Touch part not that relevant. Gaining 6 a turn, very nice. Look at that, we're at 20 again. Out of range of a Scapeshift with 7 lands. Jace the Mind Sculptor, that's perfectly fine. Bounce Goyf, probably? I think you bounce Goyf. Yeah, sure. We're just going to deal with that. Don't think we want that to go face. I'd rather kill Jace. That rhymes. We did it. Good job, guys. Thought Scour. Do we want to play that before putting Tarmogoyf back down? I kind of want to play both of these threats and just say if you have a sweeper, well, good job. because if they don't have a sweeper, they're dead. Then again, it's an 8/9 Goyf! It's not our Planeswalker, but it still counts. We're going to start here. Snapcaster Mage. Do we have... We've got Spell Snare. We don't have Snap Deprive online right now. Okay, we're very close to it though, because we do have 3 blue sources. So I think we put Goyf back down. We're not going to Basilisk Collar. If they have another Jace, we can finish it off with the Bolt. If they don't have a Jace, we're probably fine. If they have a Sweeper, at least they only get one of our threats. Then the Mandrills can come down, in addition to us having Snap Deprive. And I think if we go Mandrills, Snap Deprive, we probably won. Madcap Experiment. I wasn't expecting that. Okay. How are we going to fight that? We can bolt them here. We have an 8/9 Tarmogoyf. And it's going to have Death Touch. Okay, so that's a start. I think we do Lightning Bolt them. That way, if/when we deal with that Madcap Empyrean, they are only at 4 life, which is a lot easier to deal with than them having just a bunch of life. Unfortunately, we didn't have the counter there. Now we need to find a way to bounce this. Let's take a look at our sideboard. Simic Charm is still here. Fantastic. We didn't board in Artifact Hate. We are going to suit something up with a Collar, but I think it's going to be Mandrills. Get some lands out of here. We'll leave the Mountain. Deprive, Spell Snare I kind of want to leave. I want to leave most of these. Can we afford to tap one more land? Technically we can. We actually can't Basilisk Collar yet. Not if we want to leave Snap Deprive up. 2 mana for that. I guess we don't need to Snap Deprive, but I really want Snap Deprive up. We can get rid of Spell Snare, that's okay. I think we pass here. We can afford to take 8 off of this Platinum Imperium for now. We also didn't board in Huntmaster, so we're not going to be able to throw a Collar on that, transform, and kill the Empyrean. Vapor Snag is not in the deck currently. It was replaced by Roast, and I would have boarded it out anyways in this matchup, which means we are drawing 2 Simic Charm. If at all possible, we're not going to play out this Snapcaster Mage. That way we can snap Simic Charm if they have a counter to it the first time. What lands do we have left in the deck? I think we have a basic island still. We do. Let's get that. We're also going to try to play a little faster. This is poised to go pretty long. Breeding Pool tap sounds great. Serum Visions. Fantastic. Thought Scour, great. I kind of want one of these. Specifically the Denial. Bottom the Leak. And we're still not going to suit up with that Collar. Want to keep Snap Deprive up. Think that's important. Sakura Tribe Elder, that's okay. We're going to draw the Stubborn Denial, put this on, I think, Mandrills, and then start swinging in to gain a bunch of life. They're not going to block it with the Empyrean. We might just put it on the Tarmogoyf, though, and let them attack if they like. This means we don't have Denial, Snap Deprive, but at least we have Denial, Snap Denial. I want to just make sure we're getting a bunch of life. They actually could double block here and kill our Tarmogoyf. Then again, in that case, we probably deal with the Tribe Elder. Yeah, they're just chumping. Not that they have to. I guess that's in case we bounce the Empyrean here. Oh, they also stop us from gaining life. That's nice. I like that from our opponent. That's pretty good. We're not going to put the Collar on Mandrills. I want to be able to Snap Deprive a second Empyrean if they hardcast it. This should be a very interesting game. Once they go to their end step, I think we scour. They don't have many instant speed plays we actually care about. At least that we care about enough. We'll draw that. Bolt, not gonna do us much good here. I kind of want to put the collar on Mandrills now that Steve is gone. The reason I didn't want to swing with Mandrills there is because Steve plus Bolt kills Mandrills, whereas here they don't have that option. So we're just going to get in with this. If they decide they want to get swinging with the Empyrean, Goyf can block it pretty easily. So we're just going to gain 4 a turn. It's interesting that their life total doesn't change, but we still deal damage. Basilisk Collar and Tarmogoyf doing a very good job to keep us in this game. We're going to want to hold up Denial, Snap, Denial as much as we can, because they are probably running Fatal Push in addition to that Maelstrom Pulse we saw earlier. And, well, that's bad for us. If they have many ways of dealing with this Goyf, it won't take too long before Empyrean goes on the offensive. We're definitely not going to fire off any bolts. That would be bad. Stubborn Denial. Okay. That makes me a little happier to get aggressive. We're just going to keep doing this. Don't think it costs us much. Now, one problem I have with this game state is our opponent has more time on their clock than we do. And this game could go very long. I have 30 cards left in my deck, and we're looking for a single Simic Charm that we need to resolve. And then again, we have 2 Denials and a Snapcaster Mage to ensure that it does, but still, this is going to be hard work. Cryptic, bouncing that. I think we want to counter this. Them drawing cards, also bad. Hopefully we can get on more even time with our opponent. It would be a big shame to lose this match to the clock. I wonder if they can crack fetch land since their life total can't change. I have a feeling they're just unable to pay that cost. Tap, pay 1 life. I don't think they can actually use it, which is really quite interesting. If they cast a Jace, I think we counter it. I'm trying to think ahead of time of all the things we need to deal with. Maelstrom Pulse definitely gets countered. This is 4 mana Scapeshift. Do we counter that? If we let that resolve, they just win. Unfortunately, we used up those 2 Stubborn Denials we were hoping to resolve a Simic Charm with. Granted, they probably enabled us to not lose the game, but still. We're definitely going to be siding in some Artifact Hate to increase our number of outs against that Empyrean. What even is that? It's like a giant penguin. I'm thinking of like Emperor Penguin. Actually, to be fair, not really Emperor Penguin specifically, but Empyrean makes me think of the Pokemon. Steel Water looks like a penguin. Piplup's fully evolved form from Gen 4. Empyrean or something like that. They're going to remand the Scapeshift, and I don't know if we can afford to let that happen. I might just get the Snapcaster Mage on the board here. We're going to have to use Snapcaster Mage to fight them anyways, if they go for Scapeshift again, so I think I just want to stop them here. Flashback this Denial, and we're pretty close to not being able to stop them. This counter Scapeshift again. Fantastic. Those two are going to fizzle. Now I have a feeling we're going to want to put that Blood Moon down. Mana Leak. They're still going to have blue mana, which means we won't win a counter war if this resolves. But on the other hand, they won't be able to Scapeshift us. It's kind of interesting, because if we played Blood Moon earlier, we wouldn't have had that problem where we have to use our counter spells, because Scapeshift wouldn't have been an issue whatsoever. It just can't kill us. The Valakuts would just be non-basic mountains. But if we play the Blood Moon, we can't cast more than one blue spell in a turn, which means those denials are useless to resolve a Simic Charm anyways. I honestly kind of want to just concede. I'm sure this makes for terrible entertainment. I don't really want to lose the match, though. I would like to win. I think we're going to do our best to make them have it. They have all their colors, so do we. They have more blue than we do. Not that relevant, I don't think. What do we got? Mana Leak's pretty bad right now. If they resolve a Jace anytime soon, we're probably just dead. They bring to light, that's okay. I wonder what they have here. Bring to light, Verdict, Maelstrom Pulse, Maelstrom Pulse. They're going to take out our Goyf. Maybe the Collar. Think I like taking out the Goyf. It's the Blood Moon. That's okay. That is a-okay. And so we're going to continue just sitting here. Is Snapcaster Mage going to do much? No. No, it's not. We have Bolt Snap Bolt again, but that's not enough to take out an Empyrean. If we had 2 bolts in Snapcaster Mage, I would probably just go for it right here, hope they don't have a counterspell, and try to win. Snap Denial, something I like. Hopefully we top deck another bolt. We don't have any more Snapcaster Mages in the deck. If this is Scapeshift, we're going to have to counter it. Search for Tomorrow, that's fine. They're going to have another land. Mana Leak's going to become even worse. It's going to be an even more dead card. Don't care. Vendilion Click. Alright. We can click them in their draw step. Keep on swinging with Mandrills. Try to do it fast. We've got priority in their draw step. Fantastic. Click. Make sure we have Snap Denial up in addition to this, in case they have 2 Scapeshifts or something like that. Maybe we look at our hand and dump the Mana Leak. That's so smart. Cryptic? It looks a lot like Cryptic. I think we're going to look at our hand and get rid of that Mana Leak. Okay, so here I kind of want to just hope they don't have it, because we need to close out this game. We're going to resolve Snapcaster Mage. We're going to cast Stubborn Denial. Yes. Counter the Cryptic. And we're going to use Click to get rid of our Mana Leak. Click us. Get rid of Leak. We found a Traverse. That's not great. Nothing here, however, is great. I'm not even sure Scapeshift kills us. We're at 39. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lands. If they get 4 Valakuts, we're dead. Do they have 4 Valakuts? Well, it looks like they're casting it. No. Search for Tomorrow. Sure. Do it again. Why not? That is fine. We can't cast anything, so it's going to go right to us. Hooting Mandrills doesn't do a thing. We don't have any creatures that Traverse is going to help us with. I am going to get a Tarmogoyf, though. Yep. No Huntmaster. It's been confirmed. We're going to put Goyf down. Put Collar on this. Get in there with Goyf. Gain more life. Make Scapeshift even less likely to kill us. We just need Simic Charm. 25 cards. And we need them to not counter it, because we are very low on disruption. Serum Visions, great pickup. Bottom both. Thought Scour no longer is good. You know what? Can we 6? I'm going to try to save some time here and give up priority. Hopefully we don't need to use that Lightning Bolt. We didn't attack with Goyf there, but it's probably not going to bite us. Sakura Tribelder, that's fine. What do we got? Delver of Secrets. Throw this on Hooting Mandrill so that we can gain some life this turn. Swing again. I guess I could have bolted the Tribelder, but... I like that we got our clock under their clock. I don't like that they're getting so many turns. We probably should have put the Collar on a Tarmogoyf. It doesn't matter, they still have the Tribelder. We'll just gain 4 a turn, I don't care. This is not good Magic. Could you imagine if this was on coverage at a Pro Tour or something? Madcap Experiment would... I mean, they wouldn't ban it, but they would probably hate the card forever after. Curious Obsession, that's fantastic. That is a pickup. You gonna block with the Empyrean? It counts? It counts. That's so great. We are churning through this deck. Let's do it. Road to Simic Charm. What are the chances it's even going to resolve? If it doesn't, do we just scoop? We probably just scoop. The third Stubborn Denial is still in our deck. Both Huntmasters were there, right? Yeah, they are. Oh, what I wouldn't give to have that card right now. Is this Scapeshift? Are you going to end this? Are we doing it? It is. Okay, can you kill me? Can you kill my board, even? 8-9 Tarmogoyfs take 3 triggers each. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11... to deal with all of our creatures, and we have a bunch more. They have to go face here. I also like that casting Scapeshift costs them a bunch of time. This is probably the least interesting Magic we've had on the channel. I did have a really slow match against Lantern Control one time, so that probably is in contention for the worst, but I'm currently 0-2 in this league, and I don't want to give up any of our percentage points. Feel free to put this on like double speed. My voice also sounds kind of hilarious, sped up, just in case you guys need more incentive to just not watch all of this at real time. Scapeshift, keep on. You got it. What do we got? They sacked a bunch of lands. How many lands? We can count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lands. 4 Valakuts, 6 mountains? How many triggers would that be? 6 times 4, 24 times 3. We can actually die. Wow, if they have it, we're dead. In which case it actually would have been relevant to gain more life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 2, 16 times 3 is 48. We're not dead yet. I'm just going to let this all happen. We lose our Curious Obsession, which is bad, because that was one of the big ways we could have won this. They are taking out our board, which is pretty quickly going to get replaced by an elite team of Delvers, in addition to Goyf and or Mandrills. And it looks like the rest are going at our face once they deal with those pesky creatures. So, I think this game has proven to me that I like Basilisk Collar against Scapeshift. Seems good. A lot of guys died. We're still at 45 life. Look at that, surviving a monster of a Scapeshift. I guess they only had 2 Valakuts. Otherwise, you probably get the 3rd and fewer mountains. Deals more damage to us that way, at least. We don't have a board, so Simic Charm's not good yet. Let's start with Goyf. Play out a Mandrills. We can get rid of a Thought. We're out of Snapcaster Mages at the moment. We are permanently out of Snapcaster Mages, not even at the moment. They're not coming back. I don't want to play all of the Delvers, just in case they have another Scapeshift, so maybe we hold up 1, 2, something like that. Go to them. If they have another Scapeshift and the requisite lands, we could be dead. This match is ridiculous. Serum Visions, yes, I would love to have that. I also don't believe we're going to crack any fetch lands that we draw. What do we got? Come on, Simic Charm. Not Tarfire, Simic Charm. Throw this on here. Do the same thing. This has been the most ridiculous game of Magic I have ever played. It's just absurd. It's debatable that we should put the collar on Tarmogoyf, but I think they're pretty low on Scapeshifts currently. 1 Scapeshift. We've seen 2 Scapeshifts so far. Maybe they have another one in hand. If they do, they can have it. I'd rather have Goyf back, I think. Valakut triggers, that's annoying. We're going to need that Simic Charm pretty soon. Here's a bolt to finish off Goyf. Yep, can't stop that one. Fortunately, we have that elite team of Delvers. Currently, they're an elite team of Aberrations, so there's that. Yep. They swing. We can double block and bolt, but that would have been really risky. So I think I would just keep this position. Another bolt. Go to the opponent. I think we're going to stop swinging with Mandrills. No, we're not. I lied. I want to gain more life. Every mountain they play is a Valakut trigger. I want more life. I also like the idea of blocking with an Aberration and then double bolting that Empyrean. So if they swing, I'm doing that. Land, we may as well play it. That's fine. Go to them. I think we can safely 6, and if they attack, we'll get prompted to block anyways. So that's okay. I still wanted to attack there. I just forgot. Play that. That's fine. Swing. Batter, batter, batter. Once they get a fetch land in play, we might not want to swing anymore. There's a like 0.01% chance that Mana Leak ever does anything, so I'm just going to 6 anyways. I do have Simic Charm in the deck, right? I'm not crazy. 12 cards, and I'm pretty sure 2 are on the bottom right now. View sideboard again. It's not here, and I know it's in my 75. I have a Simic Charm in the deck. It's a thing. Do I play that Mandrills? I probably play that Mandrills. You know what? 2 leaks might be relevant. They only have 13 lands. Goyf, 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 Visions, Snapcaster Mage. Go to them. Any attacks? No attacks. Cool. Stubborn Denial. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Looking to resolve Simic Charm when it comes. Ironically, if absolutely nothing happens, we're gonna deck ourselves. Which I think is their out right now. I have a feeling that's what they're playing towards. Because there's not much else they have. We can triple bolt. Triple bolt plus denial. Are we gonna have to discard soon? We are. I'm gonna go for it. Bolt number 1. Bolt number 2. That resolved pretty quickly. I have a feeling they don't have a counterspell. Well, that one didn't resolve quickly. Negate. I think I'm gonna fight them on this. If they can stop it, then it's a lower chance that they can stop the Simic Charm, so we may as well. Do you have it? Just tell me you don't have it. Please? Can that just resolve the Lightning Bolt? It did. Lightning Bolt resolved? Come on, team. Oh my god. What turn are we on? What turn are we on? Turn 30. You heard it here first, folks. We won on turn 30 off the back of 3 Lightning Bolts and a Stubborn Denial. Not to mention the MVP. Can we just get rid of this box? It's in the way of Basilisk Collar, and I have a feeling that Basilisk Collar deserves all the spotlight it could get right now. We're at 64 after they Valakutted with 16 triggers. 64 life. The power of the 8/9 Goyf, the Hooting Mandrills, and the Basilisk Collar. That was ridiculous. That was just absurd. But we did it. And I am actually very glad that we did. That win feels really good. It wasn't a big out. We hastened our play. We were down 3 minutes. Now we're up 3. If we ended up going to game 3 and they didn't have a fast win, we probably would have just won to the clock regardlessly after being in a position to lose to the clock. You know what? We 2-3'd on the stream earlier, and little secret, this isn't going to get published for a while on YouTube, but this is 4 hours after that stream ended because I just can't get enough. I'm going to try to stop now for the day. Maybe finish off this league in a few days. I should probably do some work, but can anyone really say no to 8 matches of Modern in a day? That just sounds right, you know? Anyways, that was a good match. That feels great. I don't even mind that I'm 3-5 today. That was just amazing. Look at that. I am really proud of how we played that. That was great. Basilisk Collar, man. I'm kind of shocked. Anyways, hopefully you all, do I even want to say enjoyed the video? Because I'm not sure anyone could even enjoy that. How far in are we? OBS doesn't say. 4:38 when the match ended. I don't remember when we started. We can find out. 3:52. So a while. A long, long while. Go back 6 minutes, and then 40, so 46 minutes. 46 minutes against a Scapeshift deck. Thanks to Jace. That's why we can have matches like this. Jace incentivizes people to play decks like that. And you know what? As long as people are playing decks like that, we're going to be doing our thing. Man, Basilisk Collar. That was nuts. Makes me really glad I held on to all of these threats came down post Valakut triggers. Look at us go. Team Rug Delver. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video anyways. Please tell me you fast forwarded. Or at least doubled the speed. Don't watch this for 48 minutes. It's not worth it. I wish I could have said that at the beginning, but please, just don't. It's not worth it for you. Just don't. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one.